under 600 metres to go, and Vollering powers away. Evita Music trying to respond, trying to close that gap. Evita Music unleashing her sprint in the final few metres. Evita Music takes the win, beating red jersey Demi Vollering.
Yeah, it means a lot. I often finish fourth, like in Flash, and also yesterday, also last year, in the 2 climbing stage in La Vuelta, and I really want one big victory, and now I have. I think now I will be also more confident on me.
Evita Music proved yesterday that Demi Vollering can be beaten in the mountains, but the Dutch woman still has a solid overall lead as we head into the final weekend of La Vuelta Femenina 2024. The GC battle should take a back seat today in the 7th stage, which looks like one for the punchier sprinters. Our green jersey wearer Marianne Vos is seeking her 2nd stage victory of the week, but so far we've had a different winner every day. Today's profile looks pretty flat, but there are over 1,000 metres of climbing on the menu once we leave San Esteban de Gormaz. Fatigue will also be setting in after 6 days of hard racing. And the finish is by no means straightforward, with a real kick up to the finish line in Sigüenza. A group of 7 riders got into the day's breakaway, but they were caught just before the live pictures began, around halfway through the stage. One of them was Anna Kiesenhofer, and the Olympic champion decided to give it another go, the peloton allowing the Austrian to open up a small gap. The Brazilian champion Tota Magalhães then set off in pursuit, but she found it hard work bridging across to Kiesenhofer. She eventually got some company, with Flora Perkins, Georgie Howe, Anya Lowe, Laura Molinar and Carolina Vargas making it a 6-woman chase group. Between them, they had enough firepower to catch Kiesenhofer with 50k to go. Well, Vargas had briefly been distanced, but the Colombian was swept up by 2 more chasers, Cristina Tonetti and Silvia Zanardi, as they made it a 9-rider breakaway. Their gap wasn't significant though, just over a minute, and there was nobody at the front to trouble the race leader, Demi Vollering. Visma Lease Bike soon took up the reins at the front of the peloton for Vos, who didn't need to worry about taking points at the intermediate sprint. The maximum haul there went to Vargas, who was soon dropped. Magalhães also saying goodbye to the breakaway as the 7 leaders now entered the final 40k. But they were about to be caught, because with a change of direction into a crosswind, the race suddenly sparked into life.
You can see all the damage that has been done behind on these narrow roads in the crosswind.
The peloton splitting into several groups, with SD Works Pro Time putting the hammer down at the front, just as they did on stage 4. Almost all of the top overall contenders were on the right side of the split, following Longa Borghini, Marcus, Labus, Music and Bauernfeind. The highest GC rider to miss out was 9th placed Yara Kastelein. Stage winners Vos, Jackson and Faulkner were also up there. But Movistar had been caught out, with no Liana Lippert and no Olivia Barril at the front. The Spanish outfit leading the chase, but the damage had been done and the gap was already out to over a minute. There were 29 riders in the front group, and as they continued to speed their way towards Sigüenza, it was looking increasingly unlikely that the chasers would catch up. Vollering discussing tactics with Reusser and Vass, perhaps plotting something for the final. Well, the attacks soon began to fly, with Misha Bredevold lighting it up for SD Works Pro Time. The European champion was quickly caught before her teammate Marlon Reusser had a go.
An attack now goes in from Marlon Reusser. SD Works racing so aggressively. Ricarda Bauernfeind tries to follow her.
The moves coming thick and fast on this run-in, and with all of these tactical games going on, the chase group had closed the gap to 30 seconds. Bredevold getting a small gap with Smulders, Williams and Jackson, but they too were caught in the final few kilometres. The front group managing to resist the chasers though, and they would contest the uphill sprint.
Kristen Faulkner powering away from Longa Borghini, but Marianne Vos is in 3rd wheel. Green jersey of Marianne Vos into the final 200 metres now, and green jersey Marianne Vos is waiting to make her move. Faulkner on the front, but now Marianne Vos goes. This is it. The green jersey wearer Marianne Vos looks over to her left. There is no response from behind. Marianne Vos powering away to the finish. Last few metres to go, and she has plenty of time to celebrate.
Marianne Vos was once again in a league of her own in today's sprint, and she becomes the first rider to win 2 stages of this year's Vuelta Femenina. The Dutch legend surging clear of Faulkner and Longa Borghini to make it 253 career wins. It's already her 5th victory of what is shaping up to be an excellent 2024.
We really wanted to try and go for the stage win today, and that's the reason why the team controlled. And yeah, of course, when they do so much work, then you want to try and make it in the final. And Lianne Marcus and me were in this final break when the echelon started, and yeah, that was a good situation, but of course also a little bit hard to control, so a little bit stressful. But then when we entered the final kilometer, yeah, we just tried to stay in the best possible position and go for it.
Vos winning by 2 seconds from Faulkner, who continues her impressive week after winning stage 4. Longa Borghini in 3rd, followed by Follering and Ingvild Gatien. Longa Borghini has shaved a couple of seconds off Follering's lead, but the Dutch champion still goes into the final day with an advantage of 52 seconds. It's her race to lose. Vos has already sewn up the green jersey, mathematically speaking. She just needs to complete the race to win the points classification for the 2nd year running. Caroline Swinkels, on the other hand, will have her work cut out to keep the Queen of the Mountains jersey as we hit the heights again on Sunday. There is a mouth-watering finale in prospect on the climb of Val d'Esquí on the outskirts of Madrid, so do tune in again for that tomorrow, and thanks for watching.